everyone. EFCC. Nigeria is just one. You know, when you see some of the things that come out of Nigeria, it's almost like a joke. Honestly, if somebody will just package Nigeria as a story and be doing series, the way that series will be hitting, the way just real life, as in, this, when they talk about reality show, they do reality shows, families, this people come together. Let us just do a reality show on, as in, on a country, the way Nigeria will be trending, the person will really make money from it. They say over $350,000 and with those jewelries reportedly missing at EFCC office as Nigeria's anti-corruption agency detains 10 officers over theft. So these are things that you're supposed to put in like evidence room, right? So how come? So this over $350,000, they even say between $350,000 and $400,000. Did they just keep it in cash in their evidence room? They didn't put it in a bank. Don't they have a bank where they put, when it comes to money, why would you collect money and put it somewhere? Don't they put it somewhere, have somewhere they put it? The jewelry, it's okay because they are sort of like tangible things, maybe they put them in evidence room, but even at that, there should be a place, whether vault or wherever, where EFCC are keeping these things. So we need to even sit down and ask EFCC, most of the things that they confiscate, what happens to them? What happens to them? You find houses, people will just be living in them for years. There's a particular house that I know of. That house was for sale. It was for sale until one day, I think we just saw one day, EFCC, they put paint on the house, EFCC, when they now put that their EFCC thing. And the next thing, people were now living in the house. They've been living in that house now for probably nothing less than 7 years. So all of these things, like, how do they manage? Who do they sell to? All these things that are confiscated, how do they, at the end of the day, is this some corruption again? They follow through the back. Maybe someone somewhere probably would buy it at just a giveaway price. How are all these things managed? There's a particular house around Maitama in Abuja. That place has been under EFCC since, I think, since 2014 or something like that. And I kept saying that, oh, I want to buy this. And when are they doing the public, whatever they're supposed to do, which is either what's this thing called now? As I grow older, sometimes word we just come out, you just escape from your auction. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Public auction. When are they doing auction so that everybody can bid for it? I've always been like, oh, I'm interested in that house, I want to buy it. It's an uncompleted building. It's been like that all this year. So these are things. Do you just carry this sort of jewelry and then just keep them down, and that is it? But anyway, because I remember seeing this whole allegation of that there is theft. It's now we're here. They say they had suspended some soldiers, and people were saying, who are these? Suspended some of their staff, EFCC, officers. Who are these officers? These are people that you see them. They've been accused of stealing hair. When they go to arrest people, they end up packing people's things, stealing people's things. A lot of people have been accusing them of that. But here we see now, even inside EFCC. Sources told PR Nigeria that between 350,000 and 400,000 has gone missing, along with expensive jewelry and other high-value items. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, is facing a major scandal after a significant amount of cash and valuables disappeared from its Lagos zonal command. So now, when this case is all done and probably it's not a crime, the people own their things, how will EFCC now replace it? Then they will not tell the people that, oh, the things were stolen while they were in EFCC's custody or whatever. These are things that belong to the state. These are not things, even if things are confiscated, they belong to the state. They don't belong to the individuals who are working in these places. Sources told PR Nigeria that between 350,000 and 400,000 has gone missing, along with expensive jewelry and other high value items. This incident comes on the heels of the EFCC dismissing 27 officials for misconduct and fraudulent activities, raising concerns about accountability and oversight within the agency. The recent dismissal of several officials followed recommendations from the EFCC Staff Disciplinary Committee, which were ratified by Chairman Ola Olukoyede. The move comes as the EFCC is investigating the disappearance of the funds and grappling with the challenge of restoring public trust. As an agency combating financial crimes, the EFCC is under scrutiny for alleged weaknesses in its internal controls, which have raised concerns about its effectiveness in preventing corruption within its own ranks. When Sahara reporters reached out to the spokesperson for the anti-graft agency, Mr. Dele Oyewale, to confirm the story, he refused to deny or confirm the report. He, however, corresponded to a report published on Wednesday in which the EFCC announced the arrest and detention of 10 officers from its Lagos Zonal Command over allegation of theft. The anti-corruption agency in the statement said the officers who were arrested last week on the directive of the chairman of the agency, Ola Olukoyede, were answering questions related to the theft of some operational items that they could not account for. According to the EFCC, investigators are making progress and those found culpable will be subjected to internal disciplinary processes. In its continuing efforts to sweep the EFCC and to sweep the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) clean of corrupt tendencies, 10 officers of the Lagos Zonal Command of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) are being detained over investigation of some missing items involving them. The officers who were arrested last week on the directives of the executive chairman. Let me even stop here. If it was citizens that they arrested, students, they would have plastered their names all over. They would have put their names all over newspaper, put their government name, their ID, their whatever. But their own now, we're just hearing 10 officers, 10 officers. These 10 officers, they don't have names. The officers who were arrested last week on the directives of the executive chairman, Mr. Ola Olukoyede, are answering questions related to the theft of some operational items that they could not account for. Investigators are making progress, and those found culpable will be subjected to internal disciplinary processes, the statement read. You find security agencies too, the criminality that is going on there, you even need to even make citizens, begin to check them and do all of this. The other time we had issue of, police officers who had taken away, is it over 40 million or something like that from some money that they had confiscated from someone who was traveling with money. With all of these things that are going on, sometimes you just sit down, you just want to say, Naija people. Now so we will sit down, maybe they do our country anyhow. Is this how we just be doing nothing? Think about it too.